Hey everyone, it's Miss Gregg again. I hope you had some time to do pages 10 and 11 in your My Book, and I wanted to show you what I came up with. So we were supposed to take each word and write synonyms and antonyms of each word, and then also a drawing. So you can see on my screen, I just made a column for synonyms and antonyms. So the first word was citizen. So my synonyms, which are words that mean the same thing, it were townsperson, resident, or local. So those words all mean almost the same thing as a citizen. And some antonyms that I came up with were the words foreigner, which means someone from a different area, or a tourist, who would not be a citizen if they're visiting your area. And my drawing is me and the sign that says welcome to Kingsport. So there's my drawing there. For the next word, I had difference, and I'm going to pause just a second and see if I can get that to show up for you. All right, so here's my other page. So the word was difference, and for my synonyms, I chose change or help. And then for my antonyms, I chose to stay the same, because the opposite of making a difference is for things to stay the same. So my picture shows me with a can, and I'm going to throw it away in the recycling bin. So I'm making a difference by helping others and helping the environment. The last word was kind, and for synonyms, I actually looked in the definition to help me. So the words I chose were nice, caring, and gentle. And my antonyms, or the opposite, would be mean, hateful, rude, or unkind. And so my picture here is me helping someone carry in their groceries, and I'm telling them, I'll help you. So that was my picture for kind. So I hope you were able to come up with synonyms and antonyms and a nice drawing for each word. And now we're going to move into our reading for today. So if you'll turn the page, and I'll go back onto my screen with My Book and show you what that looks like. So before we read our story today, we really need to talk about a central idea. So if you look in the stapled pack of work that came home in your orange folder, you will flip through and find a chart that looks just like this one, and it has a light bulb on it. So we're going to talk today about what is central idea. So anytime we have a story, or in our writing, we have something called a topic. And the topic is the person or thing that the text is about. And then the light bulb down below is called the central idea. So have you ever heard someone say when they get an idea that a light bulb went off in their head? So when I think about that, it helps me remember that the central idea is the most important idea or point about the topic. So the central idea is really the most important thing in a story that you read. And then at the very bottom, we talk about supporting evidence. And those are details, facts, or examples in the text that tell us about the central idea. So we're going to be thinking today as we read, what is the central idea of being a super citizen? So if you'll turn in your My Book to the next page, you will see, sorry, I'm on the wrong page. Here we are. We will see our short read today called We Are Super Citizens. And I'm noticing on this page, when I look at the photographs, there is a boy and his dog. And I'm wondering, what could this boy and his dog be doing that would call them super citizens for? So I see a picture of a little girl. It looks like maybe she's in the hospital and the dog is there with her. I see a picture of the dog and the person holding the leash. And I also see a picture over here of someone with their dog visiting an elderly person, and a fast fact that we're going to read. So let's read and find out today. We are super citizens. What does this boy and the dog do that make them super citizens? So here we go. Make sure you're following along in your My Book. We are super citizens. My dog Bailey is the best. When we learned about good citizens in school, my teacher asked us to think of ways we could be good citizens. I thought about Bailey. She's friendly and gentle. I just knew she could be a good therapy dog. First, I found a dog club near where I live. My mom and I took Bailey there. Bailey took a test to see how she behaved. She was calm and acted well with strangers. She listened to commands. After some training classes, we became a therapy dog team. Now my mom and I take Bailey to visit people. Bailey gives them comfort and love. I like raising a therapy dog. We are good citizens together. Bailey makes a difference in the lives of the people we visit. She helps make their lives better. So let's read our fast fact here. Therapy dogs are not the same as service dogs. Service dogs are trained to provide a certain kind of help for a person with special needs. So a therapy dog is more about making you feel good when maybe you're feeling sad or not feeling very good, maybe you're sick. A service dog helps people, for example, maybe people who are blind and they can't see. A service dog will help them kind of get around safely. So our character in this story has a dog named Bailey, who's a therapy dog. So I want you to think for just a minute, how is Bailey being a super citizen? Yeah, I would agree. Bailey is a super citizen because she helps others and gives them comfort and love. And that's something that we can all do and be a super citizen with Bailey. So I want to show you today, this is called a personal narrative. And that's something that we talk about a lot of times in our writing. So let's talk about what is a personal narrative. So here's a chart to help us remember. So a personal narrative is a true story about you and something you did. So a personal narrative tells when, what, who, and where. It tells us things in order of how they happened. The personal narrative uses transition words. So those are words like first, next, then, and last. It has a meaningful title, and it tells about only one event. At the end, it tells why it was a meaningful event. So in this story, which is a personal narrative, the author tells us about one event with Bailey and how Bailey became a therapy dog and helps others. So this week we're going to be thinking about our own personal narratives, and we're going to be doing some writing at the end of the week that talks about a personal narrative related to the stories that we're reading. So I hope you have a great rest of your day. If you have any questions, please make sure that your adult at home reaches out to us on Class Dojo, or they can send us emails. Thank you. See you later.